everyone, and welcome back to another Clean With Me. I hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we are working on doing some light cleaning, but mostly we are decluttering and we are organizing. So I hope that you've got your motivation. If not, I'm here to give it to you. Grab those to-do lists, let's sit down or jump up, whatever it is that you need to do, and let's get to it. I am so excited to be jumping back into this decluttering. My house feels like it's trying to swallow me whole. Like it's just, everything's encroaching. It's gotta go. I have like the urge to grab a box of trash bags and just start bagging crap up. It's time to go. It's the New Year's itch, if you will. But anyways, welcome everybody. If you are new here, my name is Lindsay. I'm a 29-year-old stay-at-home mom to 3 kids, and I am doing normal things and showing you those normal things. That's what we're doing. Today we're starting out in the kids' room. I was just putting away some clothes from some laundry, and then I was going to go ahead and start another load. This week on Saturday, my little baby boy is turning 1. So yes, I'm kind of feeling emotional about it, kind of not totally sure that I'm ready for it or ready to accept it. But I'm doing the thing. So I needed to do a load of laundry before this weekend because I want to get a couple outfits for the girls that they wore previously that need cleaned so that they can wear them to the party. They say big sister, obviously, because that's what they are. They are the big sisters. So I wanted to make sure that those outfits got washed and ready to go before Saturday. So I was just taking an opportunity to put away the clean clothes and try to match up all the socks, which is my least favorite chore. But also my little helper there, she was ready for a nap. So she wanted to kick me out of her room so she could take a nap, which I obliged. I let her go ahead and do that. And I had gotten some new clothes for the kids from my mom. Luke had started to get some presents. He got that towel with a washcloth. So I was just taking this time to go ahead and cut all the tags and everything off of those clothes so that we can get them washed up. But I am super excited about his birthday. We're having a fun party. It's going to be Winter Wonderland themed. Wonderland as in like he's one. Yeah. Anyways, I'm really excited for it. It's also my husband's birthday. They have the same birthday, so it's going to be a fun weekend. I'm really excited. Spend some time with family, celebrate Mr. Buddy, celebrate my husband. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. But we are currently in the thick of it. I've got 2 sick kiddos, including Luke, and then Naomi, who's also sick. And it's just like, when it rains, it pours. The truck broke down, so we're just trying to figure out how things are going to go. For right now, I'm like, okay, what I can control, I can clean. That's what I can control. But, yes. And we're back on the theme, too, in this video. If you guys have been with me since the beginning of the year, you will have seen that the theme is trying to clean my house with kids. And it's a struggle. They are in everything. They are undoing everything. And later on when we jump into the playroom, that was definitely the case. I was like, oh my goodness, give me a break. I am trying to get this done. Back off. But, we're pushing through. Remember, that's the only way you can clean with kids is just to keep pushing forward, even if they are undoing whatever it is that you are doing. But the girls had gotten a few new outfits too, so I was just taking all the tags off of those. Naomi got some pants and a shirt, and Ella got some pants and a shirt from Nana. So we were making sure that those got all cleaned and ready to go. They're in the current sizes, so I was like, all right, I'll just wash these up, go ahead and get them ready. But yeah, if you guys remember, we decluttered in the kids' room last week. I will go ahead and link that video for you if you haven't seen it. But it was so funny because we decluttered in there. I got everything put away. I was like, great. I'm so excited. Their room is clean. It's looking great. Well, recently Ella has started opening the closet door and like pulling everything out of the closet. So right after I did that, she opened the closet and pulled the tub of like 4 or 5 size clothes out and dumped the entire tub on the floor. like totally undoing everything I had just done. I was like, seriously? It was like the nap right after that the last clip of the Clean With Me was filmed. I was like, seriously? We have just been acquiring dirty clothes here in the living room. So I was like, all right, let's get all these clothes, make sure everything's clean. Something I've learned recently is that keeping these dirty clothes out here in the living room, this is just where everybody gets dressed. It's like the central hub of the house, so that's where the clothes end up. But more than once, there have been toys in my washer. So I'm like, all right, now all the clothes have to get shaken out to make sure there's no toys ending up in the clothes in the washer. So that's a pro tip. Shake out your clothes, your kids' clothes. And when you're putting the clothes into the washer, you should really touch every item just to make sure there's nothing stuck in there. Really quick, look at this, guys. I bought these overalls for his cake smashing. I can't wait. The cake smashing pictures are going to be so cute with him in those overalls with the backdrop that I have. I am so excited. I am so excited. It is the last first birthday that I'm ever going to throw. So it better be a good one, you know? Oh, man. I'm excited. But we're going ahead and getting the kids' laundry started. And I ended up having to split this up into 2 loads. So I was going to throw this in here. And then later we will come back and I'll have to switch the laundry again. But that's okay. For right now, we're just going to go ahead and get this one started. And then I also had done a load of not towels, but it was the throw blankets from the living room, and we took the covers off of the throw pillows, the regular throw pillows, not the Christmas ones. All the Christmas ones got put away, even though I'm wearing a Christmas sweater or sweatshirt, whatever, in this video. Most of the Christmas stuff is taken care of. But here I was pulling out those blankets and the pillowcases, and then we're going to go into the living room and I'll put those pillowcases back on those pillows. I was actually thinking about ordering some covers for my pillows. So if you guys have any brands or any places that you like to buy your pillow covers from, let me know. Where are we getting our pillow covers from? Are we just getting them on Amazon? Are we going somewhere and getting them? Are we making them? What are we doing? How are we covering these pillows for the seasons? Because we just have these gray ones, which they're fine. I like them. They suit the couch and whatever, but I would like something super fun. And I don't know what was going on here, but I got the first one on perfect. It looked great. And then for whatever reason, I was struggling with the second one. I could not get it on there. I was like, what is happening with this pillowcase? Like halfway through, I'm like, what is going on? But I did get it on there eventually. It was kind of twisted, and I was trying to figure out why it ended up being twisted, but whatever. It's done. They've been there. So then we're jumping into the kitchen now. We have to get the dishwasher unloaded and then go ahead and load it because obviously the sink was full of dishes. So I don't know. Recently, I've really been struggling with keeping up with the laundry like we've talked about before. And I don't know why I'm also struggling to keep up with the dishes, in the sense of like, I feel like the sink is always full no matter what. I feel like I'll do the dishes and turn around and there will be dishes in the sink. Like, what? But anyways, let's go ahead and do a check-in. We're almost to the end of January. So guys, how are those resolutions or goals or whatever you want to call them? How are those coming along for you guys? How are you doing? Have you quit yet? Or are you sticking to it? How are those things going for you? For me, the biggest goal that I set for myself this year was to start reading more, and I have been doing my devotions in the YouVersion Bible app, and I started doing it in the YouVersion Bible app last year. And what I really like about it is if I don't have time to actually sit and read it, like I overslept or I'm running late or whatever, it actually has a text to speech. That's what it is. I was like, which direction are we going here? We're going text to speech feature. So I can put my earpods in and I can actually play my devotion, and it will just play through my earpods while I'm doing whatever it is I got to do. Get the girls ready, or, dishes, laundry, whatever. I can just pop those in and listen. And I'm like, okay, I love this. I love this a lot. So I have been trying to read more this year. That was one of my goals. And so far, I started the Fourth Wing series, and I read the first book in about 2 weeks. And the only reason it took me 2 weeks is because I have to keep stopping to take care of people and give them snacks and change diapers and things like that. But so anyways, I got through the first book, and I was about halfway through the first book, and I went back to the store and I saw the second book, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy the second book because I feel like I'm definitely going to want to move directly into the second book as soon as I'm done with this first one. And I was correct. I literally read the last chapter of the first book, and then I was like, I need the second book. So I hollered for Kev. I was like, go get me the second book. I need to start it right now so I know what happens. So I'm just about 2/3 through the second book, and the third one I guess just came out, which good timing for me because I did not know that there was going to be a third one, and I didn't know when it was coming out, but it just came out. So I am going to be reading those, and then another book series that I'm going to be starting. A friend of mine recommended Glass Throne by Sarah J. Maas. So I'm going to try that one. She actually gifted it to me as an audiobook. So I'm going to try that and see how that goes. I feel like I'll fly through it a whole lot faster than I would a book that I have to sit down and read and take the time out of the day to read. So we'll see how that goes. But I am all about building my reading list right now because I don't really have any direction. I don't really have any specific genres I'm trying to stick to. I've read some modern romances, lots of fantasy. I've read all the Narnia books before. I've read all the Hunger Games books before. And I have those books, so I'm kind of thinking I might reread them because I already own them, so I wouldn't have to purchase anything. But, or borrow them from the library, either way. I had a library card. I lost it, but when I tried to replace it, they said that I already had a library card, so I just needed to go into the physical library and ask for a new one. So I'm planning to do that, to go in and find out about getting a new library card so that I could borrow some books. But yes, let me know, what are you guys reading? What are you into? What are the things that you are enjoying? Are there any genres that you recommend? Any series that you recommend? And I'll do a standalone too. I would love that. But I personally like reading series. Like, I like to be in the same universe, in the same world. I like that. And one of the things that I think, I don't know if I'll put it on my list to try to read it this year, since my goal was to read one book a month, and I'm already ahead of that. I'm definitely going to finish the second Fourth Wing book, which is called Iron Flame. I'm definitely going to finish Iron Flame before the end of January, so that's already putting me ahead of schedule. But I think maybe next year I'll aim to try to read either Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I'm not sure. I haven't decided what I want to do with that, but I definitely want to read those. So, because I think if they're going to be good books. I know that they're going to be good books, but I just have to have the right time, you know what I'm saying, to read it. And right now, that's definitely not right now. But, really quick, I'm going to go ahead and clean the glass cooktop. And please never, ever allow me to buy another glass cooktop ever. I don't know how people keep their glass cooktops clean, because I just can't. No matter what I do, the burnt on food, like, that's on the burners, it just does not come off. I cannot get it off. I have no idea why. No matter what I try, no matter what cleaners, short of like going and getting a scraper, I do not know how to get this off, and it just looks terrible. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know how to fix that. But I just went in with my Jaws kitchen cleaner, which is a degreaser. First, after I got all those big crumbs off, I went in to do that first, and then I went in with some Dawn Power Wash just to kind of get into that stuck on stuff and try to take that off. And it, for the most part, takes off like the surface level things, but as you can see, like that burn on stuff in those burners, no, it's not gonna work. Then I went back in with my Jaws one more time, and then I just went over with a damp cloth to try to get everything cleaned up. So now we're moving into the big project of this video, which is the playroom. And as you can see, I purchased these 28 quart tubs in a 2-pack from Walmart, so you can go pick them up at your local Walmart. But they were 2 packs for $10. Not a bad deal for this size of tub. And I'm basically like, all right, all the toys have to go in these tubs because I am sick and tired of toys all over the floor all the time. It's like they just go into the playroom, take out all the bins, and just start dumping everything on the floor. And I'm like, nope, I think we're going to be done with that. So the way I'm planning to have them play with these is that if they want to have one of the tubs down and they want to be playing with one of the things, that's fine. Only one tub at a time. So when we are finished playing with something, we have to put everything back in that tub, put the lid on it, and then trade it out for another one. That's the plan, at least. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes and if it will work. We will see. But I am just so sick of like toys everywhere on the floor all the time. I can't tell you how many times since Christmas I've tripped over stuff. I've fallen. Like, I am just like, this is not safe. We have to do something about all the toys on the ground. And they're in that phase where they just want to dump it all out and play with big piles of mess. I don't know. I don't know. But the entire time that I was trying to clean this, you can see there I have a little partner hanging around trying to help me. I'm like, okay, I don't need your help. You're just making things worse. But once he realized what I was doing with putting all this stuff in these tubs, he was like, ooh, I'm going to sit in these tubs and play with the stuff that you put in here, Mom. And I was like, okay, sure. But he was just a troublemaker. He was trying to undo everything that I had worked so hard to do. But like I said, that's the theme of these videos. What do you do when you're trying to clean and declutter with a kid hanging around? You just keep moving forward. You just keep pushing on. You have to just keep pressing on. But I do end up getting rid of an entire box of toys from here, so I felt really good about that. We did get rid of a whole box before Christmas, and then now to get rid of another whole box. That makes me feel really good because we've got Luke's birthday, like I said, this weekend, and then next month is Ella's birthday, which is also coming with its own set of bittersweetness. She's going to be 3, and she's actually going to be going to preschool, which is exciting, but also like crazy. I can't believe that. So pretty much for the rest of the spring and leading up into the summer, it's going to be me and Luke at home during the week by ourselves during the day. So yeah, one of the things that I want to be more intentional about with the zones as we're moving forward is trying to include the kids in a pickup of the zones. As you can see here, my little climber guy, he's like changing from one tub to another. And then he like knocked this over and he scared the crap out of me. I was like, what did you just do? But anyways, so I want to be more intentional about having the kids help me pick up. And so I thought, well, these larger bins, they're easier to like throw the things in there and easier storage. We could see everything that's in there. So we're doing that. And then I'm still using the locker bins and the cubbies at the end. And it's just for the bigger toys that may not fit so easily into these tubs and things that we're grabbing more frequently, like their cars. They have acquired so many cars. We've got some like little people cars that are like big. We have a little people airplane, a little people school bus, and then we've got all the Bluey cars. So we have Bluey's car, Bluey's school bus, and then the other day Kevin and I saw Bluey's like trash car or trash truck or whatever, like a commercial for the trash truck, and we were both like, oh boy, that would be the last thing that we need is another car. And then Luke got 2 dump trucks and a train with a trailer. So the train has a trailer and you're supposed to put the animals in it. It's like a safari train or whatever. And then he got a dump truck. He got like a truck that you like hammered the things on the back and then the truck drives or whatever. And then he got another dump truck for his birthday. So he got a bunch of cars. Ella loves that. Ella got a purple and pink dump truck for Christmas from my mom and my dad, and she loves it because she loves cars and she always has. And so my mom was like, she saw that dump truck and she was like, Ella has to have that dump truck, so I'm definitely getting that for her. So now everybody's got a dump truck except for Naomi. Poor Naomi needs her own dump truck. But everybody's got all these cars, so I thought, well, we'll just turn the cubbies into like garage parking basically, and then put all the little toys away with similar or like toys and try to keep everything separated. So the categories that I have in the bins are animals / little people, vehicles / car related things. There's like some cones and some traffic lights and things like that I put in there. And then I have educational toys, electronic ones that make noise or light up, and then I have stuff that doesn't, like the wooden toys, the carrots that are like you put the different sizes into the thing and you pull them out. So I have those 4 categories for these bins, and if I feel like this is working really well and I'm really enjoying it, then I may end up going and grabbing another set of these bins to have to do something like maybe puzzles or whatever. Recently, the kids got puzzles from for Christmas, and the girls especially have been obsessed with this one Melissa and Doug puzzle. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're finally ready to start having puzzles. We've had puzzles in the past, and they just end up like chewing on the pieces and ruining them. And they have chewed on these pieces to this puzzle, and like the edges are starting, like the picture's starting to come off. But they really thoroughly are enjoying doing this puzzle. Like Naomi will just sit there on the floor and focus, and she's doing it all on her own, which is just completely crazy and amazing to me at the exact same time. I'm like, I can't believe that you just decided you're just going to sit down and just do a puzzle. It's like, wow. It's one of those things that it's on the list of things that we've noticed as changes, improvements, and developments since she's been going to school, which is just like super duper cool and so amazing and so fun to see. It actually gets me like super excited to see how much Ella is going to change after she starts school. So I don't know. I'm excited about it. But also I know that there's every kid is different and they all have lots of challenges, their own challenges. Also, can we just talk about the fact that I've been like throwing things over here and I am just making baskets left and right? I say that and then I just missed 3, but I was like really impressed with myself. I was trying to throw things over the fence so I could see where, or I could get it close to where I was going to organize it, and I was just like making them. I'm like, oh, that's donate, that's baby toy, that's a ball, that's this, that's that. So I was impressed with myself. And then I was like to Luke, okay, you are going to have to like back off, because he was just coming around to wherever I was, whatever I was doing, and like pulling on things, trying to dump stuff out and keeping me from being able to make true progress in the way that I really wanted to. Like here, he's like, I want to get through there. And I'm like, well, I'm sitting here and I know that you're just going to come over here and want to get in a bin like that. And he was mixing them up. He was like taking stuff from one bin and putting it in the other bin because he was playing with it, and he would put it down. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. You have to stop. You have to stop doing that. This bin that I'm sorting was like my toy rotation. It was basically where I just took a bunch of the toys and stuck them in this box, and there was no rhyme or reason to it. It was just like, pick it all up off the floor and stick it in this box, and then what's left can get organized into the bins for playing. So I'm going through it, organizing it, pulling out as much as I can, and then putting the right categories into the correct bin. So this bin ends up getting emptied, and I go ahead and put the larger pieces for play sets that came with the little people. So like the Main Street, the car wash, the restaurant, I end up putting all those pieces back into this bin that they came from. And I'm on the fence about keeping my little people farm, like with the barn thing, and the girls don't play with it anymore. We already got rid of the dollhouse because they weren't playing with the dollhouse, and if we want to get them a dollhouse in the future, it'll probably have to be bigger for Barbies or whatever. So was like, okay, I'm okay with letting go of this dollhouse that they're barely using. They're not getting any use out of it. It's taking up a lot of space, and there's other toys that we want to bring into the home that they are going to enjoy much more, so not too worried about it. I have decided, though, that for Ella's birthday, I am going to get her a toddler tower, and I've been looking for a toddler tower with like a little net that you can stretch across it so that nobody can climb up there with her. And by nobody, I mean Mr. Buddy. So that way she can climb up in there and get comfortable and be up with seeing whatever I'm doing, but not have to worry about her brother trying to climb up there or her sister. And I don't have to worry about her falling out of it because there's a net that's going to keep her in. So I'm on the hunt for a good one. And when I do find the one that I'm going to get, I will share it with you guys. But for right now, I have made the decision that I am going to do that. So that's fun. And then Mr. Buddy, he's just like, what are you doing, Mama? No matter what I was doing, he's going to come over here and like mess with the stuff and pull things out and start playing with things that no one has touched in months. I don't know what it is about the decluttering process that your kids just like gravitate towards the toys that you're like, oh, you haven't touched this in forever, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And they're like, suddenly, it's my favorite toy. That's definitely what he was doing. Whatever I was touching, he was like, that's my favorite toy. Can I have it, please? I'm like, okay. Okay. And this is just a real life, like, I'm so fed up with him getting in my way at this point that eventually I have Kevin come and grab him so that I could just wrap up the rest of this declutter and this clean, because I'm like, I'm going to be here all night if you do not help me out, because I am so tired. And I'm trying to get this done, and I have to slow down because I have to keep stopping for Luke and helping him and moving him and whatever. So I was kind of impressed with myself. I let go of a lot of things that I was hanging on to that were quote unquote sentimental. Here's the thing. The kids don't care. They don't remember who it came from. It's just me. I'm the sentimental one. So I have to get over my own feelings about the toys that my kids don't even care about and move on from them, because I was like, oh, I'm going to keep that because so-and-so gave it to us. And it's like, so-and-so doesn't care if my kids play with it or not. They gifted it to us. We got our time with it, and then we're done. I ended up having to take my sweatshirt off because I was getting too hot, which should just tell you how much I was working. But we do end up, like I said, getting rid of a whole box. So I was very impressed with myself. There were a few things that I probably could have let go of that I ended up hanging on to. But hey, next time, decluttering is a process. You should always be working on decluttering something in your home, because we have all these pathways and all these systems by which things enter our home. Mail, shopping, birthdays, gifts. But we don't have very many processes or pathways for things to leave the home. So that's one of the things that I've always been trying to implement to my home, is a regular decluttering mindset. That's where I'm going with all of this. And I'm wrapping up this portion of the clean with me, which is also coming to the end of this video. So while we are thinking about what are the pathways that you have for things to leave your home, I want you guys to take a moment, please go ahead and hit that like button If you are new, let us know down in the comments. We would love to say hello to you. We would love to welcome you to being a part of our little community that we have here. We are growing. We are on a steady journey of growth towards 1K, which is my goal for this year. And we are really close. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you to my current ones and the new ones. Be sure and ring that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. I do try to do once a week. Sometimes I'll get an extra one. Sometimes we just have some little short videos that get posted throughout the week as well. So if you don't want to miss any of those, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then ring the notification bell. But I wasn't going for spotless clean in here. I was going for a quick declutter, a run through the toys, get all the toys binned up so that they have their like categories. And then as we're finding toys, cleaning, whatever, we can just go ahead and start throwing them in the bins or whatever we need to do. And a lot of the stuff that was in here ended up being like, okay, this is trash, I just need to throw this away or whatever. And it's funny because I organize all these toys right under the window, but then later I end up moving them because I need to put the bins over there, because I think that's the best place for the bins. If they're behind the couch, they get knocked over when you try to recline any of those chairs. So I didn't want anything super big behind the couch. So that's why I ended up putting them underneath the window. And that works out great because I think that's just going to be the best move. It's so funny, too, because I got everything stacked up, and Mr. Buddy comes back out into the playroom after I get everything all finished. And the first thing he tries to do is climb the stack of bins. And I'm like, no, don't do that. I just worked so hard to get everything picked up and cleaned up, and now you're just going to come along and try to ruin it all by pulling all of these bins down and trying to get them open. I'm like, no, please. I do not need that. But it was so funny because by the time I was done with this clean and just the playroom portion, not even all the cleaning that I had been doing throughout the day, I was just so done with it that I signed all done. And as I was editing and watching this back, I'm like, oh my goodness, I just signed all done to the camera. All done. But yeah, so I moved those bins over there, and I think that's fine. But you can see Mr. Buddy, his first thing is like, let me pull this down on myself. Like, no, you stay out of there. None of that, please. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up here, guys. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know what you were working on down in the comments. I would love to know what you were doing while we were hanging out today. And this is going to be kind of my goal for the year, is to take care of some neglected spaces. So we are working on decluttering, and this was one of the big ones. This always is. Decluttering the kids' stuff is always a sure way to get rid of a decent amount of things. So yeah, so that's one of the things I was focusing on. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here with you guys all done. And I will see you guys very, very soon.